Hello and good afternoon. We are here today with Nicole Gabai, and I'm Angela Brown, and we are here. And I've got a really interesting session for you today because today we're going to have that discussion about what do you do and how do you organize your house and what do you do with the holiday decorations before and after the holidays and all the things. So please help me welcome
Yeah,
Nicole Gabai. All right. So before we leave the holiday conversation, what
yeah.
is your suggestion or ideas for things that people that don't know us very well, they bought us a gift out of the
Yeah.
goodness of their heart. And then we
Yes.
take one look at it and we're like, yikes, cool, thank
Right.
you. And you know
Yeah.
you're never going to use it.
Yeah.
You know that it's the wrong size. I don't know why. I'm not extra small size person. And yet there's a relative that every year will buy me a shirt or something that's like extra, extra small. It's like this big. I'm like,
Like that,
thank
right?
you. I'm
Yeah.
flattered and so can't wear it.
Right.
What do we do with all that stuff?
Well, so yes, once you kind of put the sections where those are the returns, and look, again, you got to be honest with yourself. Is it worth the return? Maybe something isn't that expensive. And really, to go out of your way to go return that thing, you might as well put it in your donation bag because it's probably brand new. So that's thing one. Thing two is I have a little gift drawer and things that I love that I'm not going to use, but they're great. Someone else might like it, and I could give it as a gift. So I have my gift drawer. So you kind of evaluate, what is the item and can somebody else use it or do you know someone that can use it? So those are kind of the three categories. But then I also have a little bit of a wild card where I have a cousin that loves to crochet and she crocheted me this beautiful scarf wrap. It just wasn't going to work for me. And it's beautiful and it's so much handwork and I appreciate it. So I keep it in my closet. And when she comes over, I'll just, have it out. Look, it's hanging near my coat. I'll just kind of keep that as a keepsake. Now, if she gave me one every year and I had 10 of them, would I keep them all? No, I would donate them. It's about decision making. And sometimes we have to make the hard decisions, but with the gifts and regifting, I think that's a wonderful opportunity to maintain your own gift drawer.
Well, and I like the idea that you have a specific place
Yeah.
where it is designated for regifting.
Yeah.
And I might add to that that
Mhm.
you put a post-it note or something on it that says that Cheryl gave me this so that we don't regift it in Cheryl's circles so that
That's a
Cheryl
very
doesn't
good point.
feel like, oh, I just gave that to Angela and look, here it is
Yes.
3 days later and she's already regifted it to someone else
Yes.
that I'm related to.
Yes, yes, you do have to keep that in mind for sure. That's a good point.
And I would suggest if there's no gift return, because sometimes you don't get a gift receipt as a
Right.
return
Mhm.
to return it. And
Yes.
like you said, sometimes it's not worth the time and energy to
Yeah.
do that.
Yeah.
And so I love the fact that you have a designated place for that. And so I'm going to recommend, in order to prevent just buying random things
Yes.
and overstocking and just buying online because shopping is easy
Yes.
online,
Mhm.
but to shop first from your shelf or your drawer of
Yes.
regifts. Instead of
Yeah.
going to a house, and for example, I don't drink alcohol, but I don't know why every single time someone comes to my house, they bring me a bottle of wine, like, hey, here's your wine. I'm like,
I
oh,
know.
thanks.
Yeah.
And I have this wine shelf and I put it in there. It looks like we got a lot of wine. So, like, hey, and if people come over, they can have some wine.
Nice.
But
Yeah.
I don't really drink wine.
Mhm.
But there I have wine I can also regift,
Yes.
right? So if I
Exactly.
go to someone else's house, I can take one of those bottles of wine without me going to buy a bottle of wine and say,
Ex
hey, here's a bottle of wine. Welcome, and I can
exactly.
regift that. So, what can you regift? And I love the question. This holiday season, what do you have that you can regift that's in new or like new condition that
Yep.
someone has given you that you are
Mhm.
gracious for, but you know you're never going to use it?
Right.
And you are available to then pass it along its way to someone either who needs it or wants it, or you feel obligated to give them a gift as well.
Exactly. And that's a really nice thing. I think the joy in the gift giving is really in the giving. So
Mhm.
once the gift has been given to us, I don't think that person, they're not, kind of keeping tabs on what happens to that gift.
Mhm.
It's the joy of the gift giving has been done and the
Right.
gracious accepting of the gift. So I grew up with a grandmother that she had a gift closet. And it was so much fun to go in her gift closet. I don't know if she had all brand new things. Maybe they were regifted. I don't know. But there was always great stuff in there. And she'd be like, okay, go pick something today from the gift closet. Wow, really? So it's kind of a fun thing to just collect those. I think that's a wonderful way to keep on giving.
Thank you so much, Nicole, for joining us today.
You're
This was so
welcome.
much fun.
Well,
And
you're
I
welcome. It was great. Thanks for having me. Oh, and by the way, the book is available on Amazon or any bookstore. It's distributed through Ingram Books, so it's worldwide distribution.